the Jeep Celebration event. Get $2,500 combined cash allowance on select 2019 Cherokee models and dealer stock, and Texas residents get these additional offers.
Channel 2 News begins right now with a severe weather alert.
Video is just into our newsroom now from West Houston. There are about 10 stranded vehicles on the Katy Freeway feeder near Memorial City Way next to Memorial City Mall. We're told the feeder from Memorial City Way to Bunker Hill, which is east, is completely flooded and not passable. The Houston Fire Department responded quickly to help drivers. The good news here, nobody hurt. Hail also a product of this storm. This is Austin County. The video sent in by Braulio Padron, and just listen to the sound of that. And the thunder and lightning has also been ferocious. Here's video from Josh Simons in Cypress. He was wowed by the fact that it was barely raining there, but the storm was still producing all of this. We got you covered tonight with live storm team coverage on this expanded edition of Channel 2 News at 10 o'clock. Channel 2 crews are spread out all over the Houston area for you. Several school districts have canceled classes for tomorrow. We are scrolling those on the bottom of your screen.
And now we're joined by Chief Meteorologist Frank Billingsley in the Severe Weather Center. Certainly been a busy night, and it seems like these storms are strengthening.
You know, they are, but they're moving. And I'm going to talk about that because that's the good thing. This has been insane.
Yes.
3 inches of rain in an hour in downtown Houston.
That's
the lightning show.
Where the Astros are playing.
And the hail,
yes,
the size of tennis balls. This is just an example. Look at this one click to pin I got of the hail in Spring Branch. And it's different sizes, but we're looking at goose eggs there. This is some big stuff and dangerous as this has continued to move through. And the lightning is still huge amounts of lightning. 2,000 and 3,000 strikes in just 15 minutes across this area. There are a lot of boxes here, and I'm going to sort this out for you. There's a severe thunderstorm watch until 1 o'clock. That's the big yellow box that you see here. So let me take some of the radar off. I'll drill down here, and what you see is that's left of this yellow box here. That one right there is a severe thunderstorm warning for parts of Harris County, and you'll see why in a moment. In the meantime, all the green, those are aerial flood advisories, and this big red box, that is a flash flood warning until 12:30 in the morning that covers southern Montgomery County, pretty much all of Harris County, and parts of Fort Bend down toward Rosenberg, where you were hit so hard just a couple of nights ago. So here's a look at exact track radar, and you can see the overall really scope of this as things are beginning to move. Look at what we were seeing up here earlier, a lot of heavy rain that's now at least beginning to die out. We'll take a closer look at that, but I want to show you this purple area on the east side. This was an intense storm that came right across the Bush Intercontinental just south of there, and it's going to meet this storm that's coming up from the south, and when those two meet, that's going to be trouble. So if you are on the east side here, you're looking at a lot of lightning, I know, and a lot of hail, and very, very heavy flooding downpours are going to be right in this area around Channel View where you see on the east side. So watch out there. This Doppler doesn't estimate properly yet because the rain hasn't really gotten you yet. But look over here. This 5 and 6 inches of rain that we found on the west side, that's the kind of rain I'm expecting for you to get. In the meantime, up to the north, Livingston has been hit hard. Things are improving. Look at all the purple, and now you're going into just some yellow. So that's a big help. And Kingwood also has had some rain, but not nearly as much as just to the north. Around Livingston, 4 and 5 inches. Kingwood, as much as 2 and 3 and even 4 inches of rain, but that's to the north of you. So the actual area that got hit so hard the other night, you've only had about an inch to maybe an inch and a half most. So that's been good. I think you're in the clear as far as tonight is concerned. So Rosenberg, that's what we're watching. These strong storms continue to move into the area of Fort Bend County that were hit hard. So far, we picked up anywhere between 1 and 2 inches of rain with this. So just be on the lookout and stay put. You had some chance to drain today, but you're going to have more issues with this coming your way. So this is the bigger picture, and this is the last 3 hours, and you can really get a sense of how heavy these storms were back over the west side, and then look at how everything begins to die down for you there. These storms are migrating toward the coast, I think a little faster than we even had hoped for. So that is good news, but a lot of you that have not experienced what a lot of you have been going through already tonight, you're now getting this, and it's coming your way on the east side. Here's a look at the Futurecast, which does a good job of picking this up. So I'll put this in motion through 12:30. We see it right at the coast. Things beginning to die down, continuing, I should say, at 1 a.m. And then we may see some residual showers just because of some back building, but I think the real brunt of this is out of here once we get to 3, 4 in the morning and continuing to move off the coast. So we'll talk more about it, of course. The flood warnings till 12:30 in the morning. The storms are moving east. That exclamation mark. That's good news. Friday and Saturday, I think that tonight was the big kahuna. We'll talk about that. Friday, I think we're going to get a good break. We're going to have to keep more of an eye on Saturday. I'll have those model runs straight ahead in weather.
All right, Frank, thanks. We're going to need that break. It's as if the skies opened up tonight at about 7:30, and it's been relentless. As we mentioned at the top of this newscast, we have reporters stationed all across Houston.
Yeah, we continue our team coverage now with Brandon Walker. Joins us from Humble, an area that's been hit several times in the past week. Brandon.
Yeah, Christine, and bear with me as I keep my hood over my head. The winds are beginning to pick up. As you heard from Chief Meteorologist Frank Billingsley, what points east and northeast are beginning to experience tonight after a lot of rain in the Houston area. That system now making its way up here. As you can see, that rain moving at a pretty steady clip. But for much of the evening tonight, this part, points northeast of the Houston area, didn't receive heavy rain, at least. It was intermittent until about maybe 30 minutes ago. We hit the roads from Humble to Kingwood, also the Woodlands, to get an idea of how road conditions were. Here's a look at visibility being the biggest issue tonight for drivers in this part, at least, on the roads. Yeah, pretty tough to see. About maybe 10, 15 minutes ago, that was on the Beltway making its way to the East Tex Freeway 59 northbound, making our way back to where we are right now in Humble at Will Clayton and East Tex Freeway. A fair amount of lightning, a fair amount of rain, and a fair amount of drivers exercising caution as they were making their way. There were no reports of any accidents. We didn't see any accidents, although visibility again being the concern right now as this system moves its way through this part of our region. From the road, you can see the same thing. Drivers using caution as those rains come down and getting in the way of visibility. We caught up with some drivers who are actually beginning their evening commute some 10 minutes ago, folks who just got off from work. They were stopping, hoping for the rain to settle, but figured they'd take their chances.
I'm just putting some gas to prepare.
And waiting for the rain to slack up?
Yes, a little bit, at least a little bit.
I'm just getting on the road, actually.
What have you seen?
Well, it looks like a lot of water, you know, it's very damaged, you know. So it's gonna be a long road. I gotta go way to Missouri.
Missouri City or Missouri?
Missouri City.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, point of clarification there. Weren't sure the full extent of his travels, but he is headed to Missouri City. And in this right now, he's going to have some issues as that system makes its way to these parts. But again, Christine and Dominique, no significant reports of heavy flooding in this area as of yet. And you heard Frank talk about what the forecast has meant for this area tonight, especially a little north of here in Kingwood. Definitely a sigh of relief, at least right now, in terms of what they received earlier this week. But as the system picks up and moves through here, lots of people watching and hoping that things don't get as bad as they were a couple nights ago. Back to you in the studio.
Yeah, and certainly I think goes without saying that if you don't have to be out on the roads tonight, certainly just stay indoors.
Stay put.
Yeah, absolutely. Brandon, be safe out there. Reporting live in Humble tonight.
We're going to shift our focus on the west side of town. That would be Spring Branch. In fact, the Houston Police Department tweeted out a list of streets that had high water. Many of those streets in the Spring Branch area. That's where our Mario Diaz is stationed tonight. Mario?
Dominique, you mentioned relentless a few minutes ago, and that's what we saw here earlier tonight. Well, relentless round 2 has just started again here in the last few minutes. I'm going to show you behind me here. These are the raging waters of Spring Branch Creek. When we showed up on the scene here about 2 hours ago, the levels were much higher as water was rushing through here, and so was the water on the streets. About 45 minutes ago, in video that we captured, we saw a high water vehicle go through here and actually make the rounds, and you can get an idea of what the water was like back then. We had not only the high water vehicle making the rounds, but drivers attempting to navigate through some of these high waters. Frank's and his team telling me that they've seen over 4 inches of rain here in this part of the city here this evening, and it was obvious on these roads, drivers having a tough time getting home.
It's horrible. If you have I guess an SUV or a pickup truck, you're probably a little better off, but if you got a 4-door, you might be stuck like some people are.
Yeah, and what's remarkable here is that literally about 45 minutes ago, you had this entire area covered in deep floodwaters. None of these vehicles were attempting to go through here. Suddenly, it all disappeared. which is good news for these residents and for drivers trying to make their way home. Many of these people pulling off to the side tonight until the waters could go down. But it was quite the scene, and what was fascinating in talking to one resident here in this area, he said, I've lived here since Ike. We have never seen anything like this. Live tonight in Spring Branch, Mario Diaz, KPRC, Channel 2 News.
All right, Mario, thank you.
Houston Mayor Sylvester Turner is on the phone with us now. Mayor, I understand you're at the Office of Emergency Management. You've been there all day working to make sure that the preparations are in place, that barricades are put up, rescue vehicles are on the ready in case needed. Tell us if any of those have been needed or used at this point, and what is the state at OEM?
Well, some of those assets have been needed. The Houston Fire Department has been out, and they've had to rescue a number of people who were in their vehicles, who were driving through water and got stranded. And so they have responded to a number of calls. The barricades, in many cases, have been utilized, and we want to keep people from driving through flooded areas and posing any risk to themselves. The police department is out and about, and they're responding to a number of calls, a number of incidents themselves. Look, we've been watching this weather in Northwest Houston, the Spring Branch area, West Houston. In some cases, they've received as much as 5 inches, 5.5 inches of rain, street flooding, and it does appear that the system is moving from that northwest over towards northeast and sagging down. So we will be experiencing rain in the Houston area for the next several hours, at least probably until about 2 o'clock in the morning. And again, want to just advise people, unless you just must be out on the road, to encourage people to stay at home, get off the roads. Certainly don't try to go around a barricade. Don't drive through flooding water. Don't put yourself at risk, and you'll be helping out our first responders.
Any issues with creeks, watersheds, bayous, or so far everything is within its banks?
In that West Houston, there were a couple of channels that at one point had kind of inched above their banks, but it now appears in that West Houston area that the levels are back within their banks and holding steady, going down. We are watching Halls Bayou, I believe, in Northeast Houston. That's getting somewhat close, but that's in kind of like maybe a somewhat of a commercial area, so we're watching that, and it periodically will go out of its banks when there's some heavy rain. So we're not surprised by that. But when we look at the other bayous across the city, things seem to be well within their banks. But we're still experiencing a lot of rain in the Houston area, so we're watching those things very, very carefully. If we see that there's going to be anything that we need to let people know of, we certainly will be doing that and providing that information. But the main thing for us is to say to people, just kind of stay off the road. And there is street flooding out there, so don't drive through flooded streets. Please don't do that. Turn around. Don't drive. Don't drown. Don't do that. And just be safe. The best thing is to be off the roads and stay home.
Absolutely, and we can't say that enough, Mayor Turner, and yet every time we do see people who get stuck and stranded. So again, please heed the mayor's advice. Mayor Turner, thank you for your time. We know you're busy, and we look forward to being in touch with you over the next couple of days as well.
And we know this is a multi-day weather event, so this is not just something that we need to keep in mind tonight, but in the days moving forward. So right now, we do want to turn now to Channel 2 Sophia Beausoleil in Spring Branch area, in the area of Katy Freeway and Blaylock. Sophia?
Well, with flash flooding, as quick as it rises, it falls just as quick. And this is a pure example right here. Earlier, probably about 45 minutes ago, just like what Mario was saying, this was covered in water. Now it's fine. But I want you to take a look at this video from earlier. We were driving around the Spring Branch area, and this is from our truck. We were driving, the road was fine, and all of a sudden we would hit some puddles, some ponding rather, on the road. And then we made our way from Spring Branch to I-10 and Blaylock, and we noticed cars were stopping, which was very smart. And so we also stopped, and we went into the parking lot of the 99 Ranch Market to just kind of observe. And there we saw the water was overflowing on the roadways. But at this point, it has fallen, it has receded, so that's great news. But as you can see around me, the rain has picked back up again. The lightning is not stopping, so I'm going to actually wrap this up because there's been some lightning bolts that kind of make me nervous. So I'm going to go sit inside the truck. But at this point, the water is back to normal here. That's off the road, and everything is okay in this spot. Guys.
Thank you. Good to know.
All right, we do want to turn back now to Frank, who's been keeping an eye on the storm for days now. And what are we looking at now at this hour?
You look at, well, we just talked about the lightning, and you can see all of this lightning continues, although the whole line is beginning to slowly but surely shift off toward the coast. That's going to be a big help as we get into the overnight. We'll time that out for you and talk more about what we're expecting for Friday and Saturday coming up in Maine weather. Stay with us.
More rain is coming. Britta will be tracking it throughout the night.
From the radar to the roads, we have you covered as you head out the door. And new, less painful ways to get rid of embarrassing varicose veins. Friday morning on Channel 2 News Today.
At the Amish Craftsman, we are Houston's Amish furniture experts.
Come visit us and let us help you create your forever furniture.
Did you hear that Endless Play memberships are now available at all Houston Urban Air Adventure Parks? Just in time for summer, starting at just $6.99 a month. Sign up today at urbanairparks.com/membership.
With USAA, different generations get the same quality customer service that we have been getting.
Being a USAA member, because of my service in the military, to pass that on to my kids, something that makes me happy.
Being able to pass down USAA to my girls means a lot to both of us.
He's passing part of his heritage of being in the military.
We're the Edsons.
My name is Roger Zapata.
We're the Tench family, and we are USAA members for life.
To begin your legacy, get an insurance quote today.
The 2019 Nissan Armada. Intelligence with an attitude. Get a low $349 per month lease on the 2019 Armada.
28 years ago, I opened these doors because I believe I could make something that was the best. Do it all. Right here. That a great product could make a real difference. Health, comfort, quality. It's what matters the most.
We will be closed on Memorial Day to honor our veterans, but shop now and save 40% off select luxury mattresses.
At Urban Air Adventure Park, our Endless Play memberships get you endless trips to our attractions at a fraction of a single visit, starting at just $6.99 a month. Sign up at urbanairparks.com/membership.
Severed human heads and no bodies found in Texas and Louisiana.
Just finding the identity of the person has been more of a struggle.
How investigators believe these cases may be connected.
Tomorrow at 10.
We continue our severe weather coverage with this video out of Conroe this evening. Fierce lightning, as you can see in this video sent in from Channel 2 viewer Melinda Ann. The winds are blowing, the rain is coming down, fierce lightning in that video.
We just spoke with Houston Mayor Sylvester Turner at the Harris County Office of Emergency Management on the west side of town. Also stationed there is Harris County Judge Lina Hidalgo, as well as our reporter Brittany Jeffers with the very latest. Brittany?
Yeah, as you mentioned, both city and county officials keeping an eye on this evolving situation. We are here with Harris County Judge Lina Hidalgo. Judge, thank you for speaking with us tonight. Are you able to give us a sense of where things stand tonight, any particular spots that you're focusing on or seeing issues?
It's a heavy rainfall event. We saw 3 to 4 inches of rain over in the Barker and Spring Branch side. Now it's moving its way toward downtown, towards southeast Harris County, and that means everyone in our county needs to be careful. We need folks to stay home. Don't drive. If the water has already moved away from your area, the streets are still going to be flooded. It's going to take a while for that to drain. Other parts of the county, there's very high likelihood for street flooding, so please don't drive into high water. Don't drive around barricades. Watch Transtar, watch our readyharris.org website is where you can find all the information you need, especially as you plan the morning commute, because this is going to be overnight.
No, Judge, you did just mention that this could potentially be a very long weather event that we're seeing. How is response going to change or preparations evolve overnight in response to this. Any areas that you'll be monitoring particularly?
We're here activated at the Emergency Operations Center. We are monitoring our entire county and region, working with the mayors and the communities affected, working with law enforcement, and just watching everything to keep the community informed, ready to deploy where we need to rescues. If folks find themselves in an emergency situation, of course, call 911. But because this will continue changing overnight, we ask that people monitor the weather, and that as they head out in the morning, check readyharris.org. There you can see a link where you can see the gauges for bayous and creeks around your home, as well as roads around your home, to see whether there's water on the streets and whether it's safe to drive. Please don't drive into high water. Look out for yourself and your family. We're looking out for you. We've got our first responders watching. We have opened 3 shelters already with the Red Cross where they become necessary for rescues out on the streets, and have shelters planned just in case. We're looking out for you. Please watch out for yourself as well.
Well, like you said, Judge, very important to pay attention to those barricades, to stay safe out on the roadways this evening. Now, you mentioned water rescues. What are you seeing in response to that? Have you been called to many?
We haven't seen a huge spike in water rescues, and I'm glad that folks are heeding our advice to stay off the roads. As long as people continue to do that, we'll be able to keep you safe, keep first responders safe. So please just stay off the roads. This is heavy rainfall for the rest of the night.
All right, Judge, we appreciate your time. Thank you so very much. Of course, we'll continue to stay down here. We'll be bringing you updates throughout the evening. Dominique, back to you.
Okay, Brittany, thank you very much. A big part of this storm, obviously, it's quite a lightning and a thunder show. It's raining fast, but because of the electrical issues, we're having power outages all across the city. I just got a text from my family. They lost power. We're efforting those numbers for you, and we'll get you power outage numbers in the Houston area coming up.
Okay, and right now we do want to check in with Channel 2's Keith Garvin. He is in the Memorial area. It looks like the rain is still falling pretty hard out in your area, Keith.
It is, and I can tell you a little bit about the power. We're at near Memorial Drive in Wilcrest, where power is gradually being restored. If you take a look behind me, you can see that there's a shopping center, there's a gas station, a few other businesses where power has been restored just in the past few moments. There was a CenterPoint crew that was here just a few moments ago. They have gone back into the neighborhood there, because back in the neighborhoods there are still people who do not have power, as Dominique mentioned, not only where she lives but also in this area as well. People without power, so they're trying to get everyone back on, all their customers. Also, another issue that people are having here, it's raining now. The roads aren't as bad as they were an hour or so ago, but flooding has made it tough to drive on these streets. In Memorial, water levels rising high on the streets as drivers try to negotiate their way through tough conditions. This is at the intersection of Memorial and Wilcrest. As you can see, drivers behind the wheels of higher profile trucks and SUVs made their way through the rising water with a little more confidence. The smaller vehicles had it tougher, with their drivers deciding to take it slow, or in some cases, not even attempt to drive through this flooded section on Wilcrest. For one driver, it was a bad decision that left his car stranded on the street, but perhaps the biggest dilemma for folks in this neighborhood was the lack of power to their homes. Around 9:15 this evening, CenterPoint reported a total of nearly 25,000 customers without power. That included this large swath of Memorial, where crews took a couple of hours to get that power restored. Yeah, back here live again here in Memorial. I can still see a number of homes for a few blocks that actually are still without power. At last check, which was about 20 or so minutes ago, there were at least 23,000 customers without power that CenterPoint was reporting, and we're going to check to see if those numbers have gone up. But, of course, in a fluid situation like this, we do have crews who are out here trying to get the power back on as quickly as possible. But at last check, system-wide, they had about 23,000 customers without power. Reported live from Memorial, Keith Garvin, KPRC Channel 2 News. Back to you.
And, Keith, we're just getting updated numbers now from CenterPoint.
Yes, apparently 65,000 customers are without power. We have that map up on your screen, and just take a look at that cluster. It is primarily north of I-10, but especially inside the 610 loop. And Frank, that really goes along with the pattern of the storms that we've seen in just the last hour.
Yep, the one that was purple that I was showing you, that's
right
exactly where it moved.
Yep.
The one that's been producing all kinds of hail. And now we may be going into a wind issue as this moves toward Liberty and Chambers County. I'm going to talk about that. Let's start with some click-to-pins. Look at this. I'm going to put this in motion. I just got this video. This is near the city center.
Wow.
So that's I-10 at the Beltway. Look
at that. coming down. I know, just
hammered.
Give you an idea of the kind of hail. I showed you this at the top. Look at this one.
Wow.
I know. This is in Katy. And
Well,
then
that'll mess up a car real quick, won't it?
I know. They put a ruler on this one in Richmond. Know any good roofers in Richmond?
Look at that, almost 3 inches wide.
That's amazing. Golf ball size hail. This is in the Houston area. And then we got, this is a flood shot, helping an elderly couple stranded in a car down the street. Water's knee high and thigh deep. And then the lightning. Oh my gosh, these are some great shots. And look at this one. That one's right over Trinity. And look at that over Lake Livingston.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Something, isn't it? So, and it hasn't stopped. It stopped for some of you, but not for all of you. Here's a look at our severe thunderstorm watch, and this is the line that continues to move right into Chambers County now and Liberty County. We have the watch that's in effect until 1 a.m., but it's more about the warnings, and it's more about this purple area. That's the one I was talking about that has moved right across the I-10, and that's what's produced all of these power outages, unfortunately, for a lot of folks. But you can see those dark red areas, that's where they are on the east side, not on the west side. So that's some improvement as this whole line continues to migrate down toward the coast. Now, this yellow box here, that's a severe thunderstorm warning until 10:45. And the reason for that is because it looks like this line wants to take more of a bowing, maybe some strong winds pushing it. So a lot of the warnings that we have seen tonight have been for the hail more than anything else. That's part of what gives you a severe thunderstorm warning is hail size. And then again, how strong are the winds? How heavy is the rain? So the rain certainly was there and the hail, but now this is more about wind as it moves into Chambers and Liberty County. So watch out there. The flash flood warning continues across our area until 12:45 this evening. There it is. You can see 12:30, I should say. It's pretty much all of Harris County and then into the Richmond-Rosenberg area. There's all of the lightning. And this is really remarkable. This is about 6 hours, so about 5 o'clock this afternoon. And you can see, we were saying then, this is on the way. There's nothing there. This is on the way. And sure enough, I mean, when this started to go at 5:30, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, I mean, it just really took off and expanded. It does, as you can see with that long loop, move now to the east. So at least we're getting some migration of this, and it's not just sitting there like we saw the other night. Look at some of this, yellow and orange and red, and that's yellow and orange and red. 5 and 6 inches of rain as that storm moved along I-10. So the Futurecast initializes this really well. It's got these strong storms there on the east side and into Liberty County down to the southwest. It's going to continue to push this along by 12:30. And once we get to 1:30, this is really a coastal issue, but it's going to become a coastal issue. So if you haven't had much action out there along the coastal counties, give it time because it is on the way, and I don't see it just lightening up. It's going to continue to be a strong system and may even have more wind. I mean, the reason it's moving is because some wind is finally pushing it. So that may be a real factor as we get down toward the coast with some wind damage possibilities. So that's 3:30 in the morning. Then we go to 4, 5, 6. Everything begins to wind down. I know this shows a few scattered showers. I think we're getting some convective feedback because it's seeing all of that rain down there. It's trying to say we're going to have more behind it. I don't think that Friday is going to be a hugely big rain day. We may see a few showers. This is the rainfall futurecast through 7, and of course we're getting that now. And then as I take it on through 8, 9, you'll notice this doesn't really change a lot. So we get maybe an inch of rain on Friday is what we're looking at now. The severe weather threats through 4 a.m. tonight continue, and even this tennis ball size hail. So we're gonna have to watch for that. The RPM futurecast is it's a little behind on where the displacement should be, but it does move this the same way toward the coast. So that's good. This is 8 a.m. Friday. There's not much going on for Friday. You can see Houston, this is 2 p.m., really pretty quiet, maybe a shower or two across the area. So I'm looking at maybe an inch of rain on Friday. This is 7 p.m. And then as we go into the overnight, it still looks pretty good. There's 12:30 in the morning on Saturday. What we're watching is this system coming out of the west and some Gulf moisture riding into it. 6:30 in the morning on Saturday. And then as we get into the afternoon, that's 12 o'clock. That's when we may see another big dose of showers and thunderstorms Saturday afternoon. If this verifies, which is no reason to doubt it at this point, continues to move it along. So once we get to 6 p.m., things have moved off generally along the coast and off into Louisiana. So it looks like a Saturday afternoon issue is what we're going to find as we move toward the weekend. And then finally we clear it, really clear it on Sunday for Mother's Day. In the meantime, the RPM Futurecast rainfall through 6 o'clock Friday just doesn't do a lot. I think we could certainly have some rain, especially with a really wet ground. We could see some storms bubble up. But the models suggest that we're not going to have an active Friday, which I'll take, that's for sure. In the meantime, there's a little bit through midnight. You can see a shower or two. So maybe an inch of rain on Friday. But then we get into Saturday, and that's noon on Saturday. Here come these storms. So as this next system comes along through 8 p.m., we could certainly see some 3 and 4 inch amounts of rain around the area. Generally, an inch to 2, maybe 3, but we could see more than that. So we're just going to have to play it like we've been playing it, really forecast period by forecast period. But there's the rain tonight. It does taper off tomorrow. I think Friday is a day to dry out. If you've had damage, it'll give you a time to at least clean up. And then as we go to Sunday, we're at that 20% chance for a shower. Monday is at a 30%, and then 40% as we go into midweek. We finally get a bit of a break as we see, you can see next Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But warm, temperatures right there at 88 the following weekend. So hopefully we'll end up with at least a fairly decent one as we go toward the next weekend, because this one certainly has not been. But I think the good news is all of this continues to finally get its act together as a line and move toward the coast. So it's going to move away from Houston, but it's going to be problematic for Liberty, Chambers, Galveston counties, even into parts of Brazoria County.
Yeah, but movement is key, and
movement
that was
key.
Unlike Tuesday.
Yeah, that's what keeps us from flooding too much, is it finally moves out of here and gives everything a chance to drain.
Okay, right. Well, speaking of flooding, we do have high water. TrendStar camera pointed right now on the east side of town. Look at that. That is I-10, the East Freeway at McCarty, near the 610 loop. A lot of people stop, and this happens a lot when you get to those underpasses. The water builds there, and it leaves a freeway completely impassable, and that's what we're seeing there on I-10, the East Freeway at McCarty tonight. Traffic completely stopped because of high water that needs to drain.
And also, we're getting a video from our click-to pins of hail falling in the Cinco Ranch area. You can see that. We've seen a lot of reports of hail this evening so far, and again, this is in the Cinco Ranch area.
We'll take a break. We'll be back right after this.
There's something special about Texas weekends. With Jexa Energy, every weekend is a 3-day weekend with a free 3-day weekends plan from Jexa Energy. Every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, free. Call now or log on to Switch.
Just like any other family, the house, the kids, they're living the dream. Then here comes the wacky new maid.
Maid? I'm not the...
Is she an alien? Is she a spy? She's always here, someone tell us why. She's not the maid we wanted.
Because I'm not the maid.
But she's the maid we got.
Again, I'm not the maid. I protect your home and auto.
Hey, Campbell's, who's your new maid?
Run with us on a John Deere 3E Series tractor and add an attachment or two. Because it's time to turn this land and everything on it, as far as the eye can see, into your land. Nothing runs like a Deere. Visit your Houston area John Deere dealer to check out the 3E Series.
You might think Houston is run by Mayor Turner. It isn't. Turner gives millions in wasteful city contracts to the donors who fund his campaign, which means there isn't enough money left to fix our streets or hire more police. But Turner's allies don't care. They're just hogs fighting for a place at the trough. But Turner's opponent, Tony Busby, won't take any campaign donations. Help him kick the hogs out of City Hall.
That's the sound of 50,000 Texans. That's how many choose Texas Oncology every year. So if you're fighting cancer, come see why we're their team.
If you're currently holding another furniture store's frustrating backorder slip, throw out that backorder slip. Come to Gallery Furniture. Buy beautiful fabric or leather, sofas, love seats, sectionals. Buy Made in America solid wood furniture. Gallery Furniture delivers tonight in 3 or 4 hours. Hurry!
So get more free electricity, because with Jexa Energy, every weekend is a 3-day weekend. Switch to the free 3-day weekends plan from Jexa Energy. Call 855-GOT-JEXA or visit JEXAenergy.com to switch. Jexa Energy. This is our power.
Tonight, Fallon's got Halle Berry and a lot of balls in the air.
That is how you do it!
Plus, Luke Combs. And Chris Kattan's moves leave Jimmy speechless. All new tonight.
We welcome you back to our expanded edition of Channel 2 News at 10 o'clock. We will be on late because of our weather coverage. We've been talking to city officials to sort of get the lay of the land tonight and see the status of the city. We want to include Houston Police Chief Art Acevedo in that conversation. Police Chief, thank you for joining us tonight. I can imagine right now the roads are the biggest concern. What are some of the areas where you're seeing?
He's on the factor.
Chief Acevedo, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you guys.
Okay, great. So talk about the road situation. From what we've been seeing and telling, right now high water on streets is the primary concern. What are some of the issues that you're dealing with?
I can barely hear you guys. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear us?
Yes, I hear you.
Okay,
You're
great.
talking about the high water.
Yep, high water on the roads.
Widespread flooding in the roadways, yes.
Yes, so where are you seeing some of the biggest issues? Right now we have TransStar pointed on I-10 East at McCarty. We can see that it's impassable there.
Yeah, 10 and McCarty, we've had to close it in both directions. Unfortunately, it's impassable. And we're seeing that's the only major freeway that I'm aware of right now that just had to be shut down. But you can imagine that we've got heavy rain still in the area, and a lot of the streets are flooded, and we're seeing cars that are stalling out on streets around the city. So people just need to stay home. If they're somewhere right now, they don't need to leave that location. They need to just ride this out. They'll be safer than me on the roadways. And I just got the report a few minutes ago that the Kingwood area is being hit pretty hard with rainfall as we speak.
And Chief Acevedo, have you heard of any homes being flooded at this hour?
I have not heard of any homes yet. I know that it's been coming close in the spring area, that we've had some flood waters coming very close to homes, but I have not received any reports of any houses flooding at this time.
And where are your crews being dispatched to at this time?
They're all over the city, but the biggest challenges have been obviously in the west side, northwest, and the Kingwood area, and obviously the 10 and the center core where all that heavy rain has hit. And one of the things I really want to do is just say thanks to the Astros. Thank you for who requested that they allow fans to stay at the stadium, and they did that. And I think that that was the right thing to do, and it's just consistent with their support of this community.
Yes, and there's been a lot of rain around the downtown area, so that was a wise call for them to make. Have there been any rescues or any major issues aside from just people can't get through streets at the moment?
Right now, I'm very happy to report that I'm not aware of any serious injuries or deaths as a result of all the flooding. I think that the fact that the mayor came out early and urged people to stay home has had a positive impact on this event and has probably minimized or reduced the challenges that we've been having with people out there. But, you know, this event's not going to end for another few hours, and it's important for people to realize that we're going to be, you know, potentially in harm's way through Saturday, potentially into Sunday. And so folks need to really plan on paying attention to the weather reports or roadway reports. And, you know, it may not be a bad weekend to stay home and just enjoy the weekend with your family.
I think that sounds like a perfect plan. Houston Police Chief Art Acevedo, thank you for your time. We're glad things have been okay so far, and it's been mainly a street event. But boy, some parts of town have really been socked in with this system.
Yeah, and obviously if folks can stay home, that's the best advice for the folks out there. Just be patient, take your time.
Nothing you can do.
Be as safe as you can, yeah. Yep. So we do want to continue our coverage now. Turning to Channel 2's Mario Diaz, again in Spring Branch. Are things letting up at all out there, Mario?
Yeah, Christine, at the top of the hour, we're about 10 minutes from where I stand right now. We made the trek over here because we heard reports of some high water in the vicinity where I'm at on Campbell Road and in Moore. And you can see this is the creek beside me. This is usually about 8 feet lower than it is right now. We heard Chief Art Acevedo talk with you and Dominique minutes ago saying he's heard reports of people's homes not being flooded, but the water's getting close. Well, that is the Sanchez home right there. And as you can see right here, this is the creek right there. You can see how the residents here might be concerned. Antonio Sanchez joins me now. You did not see water like this during Harvey, correct?
No. It's almost at that hype. I mean, Harvey was a total different story, you know, a lot more water. And I know since we have a few more hours, we're expecting more rain. It's concerning.
Yeah, what was the family's reaction here earlier this evening when you had the heavy rains, about more than 4 inches in this part of the city, and suddenly you see this water rise up as quickly as it did right here?
It's surprising because it just started going up very quickly. snow starts coming down now. And I know recently they mowed all the grass, so I don't know if that actually is clogging.
Well, as you saw it rise, the hope now for it is to decrease rather rapidly. The problem here is that the forecast shows a lot of rain in the future. How much more concerning are you because of what the forecast is showing here in the coming days?
Yes, hopefully we don't have to. We'll try to start getting water inside the house. Actually, because we don't have a plan for that. We rarely ever get flooded in this area, but that's our next.
I guess it's an interesting point because a lot of people were dealing with this on Tuesday night, and they're dealing with it tonight, and they're wondering about it going the next 2 nights. And that is that you didn't deal with this during Harvey. So is there a false positive in the mindset that, hey, we didn't have any issues during Harvey, we're not going to have any issues now?
Right. That was the mindset. You're right. We're thinking that, hey, we didn't have it. We didn't worry about during Harvey. Now we don't have to worry about it, but apparently we do.
All right, well, hopefully Antonio won't get into the house. We wish you and your family the best. We're going to check in with you, obviously, here during the course of the evening and keep an eye on this. I want to show you the vehicles here that are parked. They have several vehicles. Usually it's not like this. Some of their family members weren't able to make it home tonight, just about a couple miles away from here, so they decided to park and wait things out. I can tell you that the roads here in Spring Branch have changed dramatically here in the last 2 hours. Photographer James Perry and I got off of I-10 earlier, and we made our way towards Long Point Road. Usually it's about a 5-minute drive without any issues. Tonight it took us more than 20 minutes. We had to navigate a lot of waters. Then suddenly we wrapped up our last live shot to make the move here. We were able to navigate the streets quite well. But again, the big concern are creeks like this one that are going to be gathering water here in the next couple of days as we have much more rain in the forecast. Dominique and Christine.
You showed us what they did with their vehicles, and that's a story that we've been talking about all week. The fact that our streets are designed to hold water so that our drainage system can release the water. Have a lot of people done the same thing, moved their vehicles off the street and put them in driveways and garages?
You saw that, and Dominique, you just saw people that are just saying, I'm not going to risk this. I'm going to pull off to the side of the road. I'm going to park into a shopping center or an apartment complex, seek some higher ground, and I'll wait it out. But yes, you are seeing people who are being more intelligent this time around. At the same time, you're seeing people who are going through, and they're driving through at about 20 miles per hour in floodwaters that you normally would say it's not worth it.
All right, Mario Diaz in the Spring Branch area where we've seen a lot of high water and flooding tonight. Thank you, Mario.
And as Frank's been saying, this is not over yet. We're in for a few days of weather.
Well, and we have another aerial flood advisory that was just issued. This is until 1:30 in the morning for Liberty County, all of Chambers County, all of Galveston County, into Brazoria County, and off into Fort Bend County. And the flood warning continues for Harris County until 12:30. A lot more to talk about. We'll be right back.
The 2019 Nissan Armada. Intelligence with an attitude. Get a low $349 per month lease on the 2019 Armada.
It's Midnight Madness at Ashley Home Store. Friday from noon to midnight. Buy one, get one half off. Store-wide. Or pay no interest for 5 years with no money down. 12 hours only this Friday at Ashley Home Store.
All right, boys, time for bed. Listen to your mom, knuckleheads. Hand them over.
Hand what over?
Video games, whatever you got. Let's go. You can watch videos of people playing video games in the morning.
Is that everything?
I can see who's online.
I'm gonna sweep the sofa fort. Well, look what I found.
Take control of your Wi-Fi with Xfinity X5.
Let's roll.
Now that's simple, easy, awesome. Get started with Xfinity Internet for $29.99 a month for 12 months. Plus, ask how to get $250 back when you switch to Xfinity Mobile. Click, call, or visit a store today.
Remember the way we used to do things?
Hey, man.
Like connect with friends.
Dig it.
Or get in shape. Or sell a house. And pay a real estate agent a big commission. At Redfin, we charge you a 1% listing fee. And because Redfin.com is America's #1 brokerage site, our agents get more eyes on your home. So you sell for thousands more than the one next door. Don't get stuck in the past. Sell with a Redfin agent.
Our story starts here, where the rubber meets the road. Where Metro invests $3.2 billion for roads, bike lanes, sidewalks, and more throughout the Houston region. Metro is your award-winning transportation company for outstanding service and spending taxpayer money wisely. We're providing innovative solutions to improve daily travel and to keep our region moving.
Let's go!
The Lincoln Spring Event is here. For a limited time, lease the Lincoln Nautilus for $389 a month, only at your Lincoln dealer.
Massive savings this Friday at Ashley Home Store's Midnight Madness. 12 hours only. Buy one, get one half off, or pay no interest for 5 years with no money down. Noon to midnight. Friday, only at Ashley Home Store.
Welcome back to our expanded coverage here on Channel 2. Boy, it is raining so hard it is coming down inside Minute Maid Park. This video from Twitter user Joey T. You heard Frank, 3 inches of rain in downtown in 1 hour. Well, here's some of it right here, and that's not a drizzle. That's heavy rain coming in the ballpark. Unbelievable. And everybody's in there. The park has stayed open, and they're holding people in because of the situation on the streets in downtown Houston. We had an enormous amount of rainfall over downtown. They did not want people leaving after the game and rushing to their cars in that weather, so they've given people the opportunity to stay put in Minute Maid Park. But you know what? They're getting wet on the inside as well.
Yeah, that's certainly something that Chief Acevedo was saying. Thank you that folks
to the
stay
Astros
there, because we knew they were going to be down there. A lot of fans still supporting the team despite the weather.
Right.
All right, now we do want to turn to Channel 2's Jonathan Martinez live in Jersey Village. It looks like things are letting up a little bit out there for you, Jonathan.
You know what, guys, finally the rain is letting up, but we can tell you earlier the rain was coming down very hard. Also with it, lots of hail. In fact, we bumped into a lot of people stuck under an underpass similar to this one who were trying to stay safe. Take a look at the video here. That right there is a look at some of the hail coming down around 8 o'clock tonight along Beltway 8 near Westview. Some of that hail as large as golf balls that had a lot of people taking cover at a nearby underpass, ourselves included. Heavy rain continued to come down. It seemed like sideways with nearly whiteout conditions for about a half an hour there. There were also strong winds gusting in the area as people did what they could to try and stay safe.
I'm from Mississippi. We have a lot of tornadoes. That's the first thing I thought, it was just scary. We were actually just in Walmart and we heard the hail, and all of a sudden I just got to thinking, oh my God, what's going on?
It's really scary. It sounded like gunshots going off in my car when the hail started going.
I think it's kind of cool that it's so hard, but I don't like it because we have to stay here.
And back out here live, just a short while ago, we were under the underpass and we stepped out to the streets, but looking around at the sky, there's a lot of lightning, a lot of loud claps with that thunder associated with it, which is why we went ahead and got back under the underpass. Again, that rain is expected to last for at least a couple of more hours in some of the other spaces and places out there. City and county leaders are urging folks, if you don't have to get out, simply stay inside, stay safe. For now, that is the very latest. We are reporting live from Jersey Village. I'm Jonathan Martinez, KPRC, Channel 2 News.
Jonathan, thank you. And some of the quick 2 pins we saw, the hail was the size of your fist.
Yep. It was unbelievable. The size of a baseball almost, yes. Frank, like at Minute Maid Park.
Well, and the lightning is relentless. I mean, between the lightning and the heavy rain and the hail, this has been quite a storm system that has continued to hang together, slowly migrating toward the coast, thank goodness. And now a new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued. This until 11:30. This is Liberty County, Chambers County, into Galveston and Brazoria counties. This is for wind as much. We haven't had a lot of wind issues, but now this whole line is beginning to bow a little bit, indicating that we may have some strong winds with this, along with everything else. You can see the purple areas of very heavy rain. And where you see the purple, you're likely to see some hail. So we've had very intense amounts of rain coming through. We have the flash flood warning that continues here in the red. That's until 12:30, and this aerial flood advisory from Liberty and Chambers to Galveston, Brazoria, and into Fort Bend. So a lot of high water across the area. Eric Braid, our meteorologist here, has been keeping track really with all of the latest trends as far as the tributaries and all of the bayous. Eric, what do you got?
Well, so far, Frank, the bayous that are most at risk, the tributaries most at risk, are north and northwest of downtown Houston, where the heaviest of rain has fallen. That's pretty much what you would expect, right? So we're around the Spring Branch area, the Aldine area. That's where 4 to 6 inches of rain has fallen, where you see the yellows, the oranges, the reds. The red, in fact, indicates 6 to as many as 7 inches of rain. Again, this is Doppler radar indicated rainfall totals, but north of I-10, between I-10 and 290, stretching over to the North Freeway. That's where the heaviest of rain has been. So they have issued flood warnings for certain spots around the Spring Branch area and just south of Aldine, between there and Highland Heights. And specifically, as far as the tributaries that we're talking about near Top of Bank, none of our tributaries at this point in time are over bank, which is certainly good news. And most of them are beginning to plateau. We're talking about Briar Branch at Campbell Road, Brick House Gully, if you live close to there. We are close to the Top of Bank. White Oak Bayou at Tidwell. Halls Bayou is becoming an issue too. That's within the Greens Bayou watershed. We're also looking at Upper Little Cypress Creek and Lower South Maid Creek as far as areas most at risk of being out of bank. But a lot of these areas, because the rainfall really has shifted, the heaviest rainfall, as Frank just showed you, toward east and southeast Harris County, the area that has already received the most amount of rain, north and northwest Harris County, we're starting to see the rainfall rates begin to go down. We've had 5 inches of rain in the last hour near Greens Bayou at I-10. That's close to where I-10 is shut down right now, near McCarty. So yes, the heaviest rain is shifting off to the east. We're going to have to start watching Greens Bayou a little bit, Carpenter's Bayou, and Armand Bayou as we head into the next couple of hours. Those tributaries are going to start to go up. But right now, at this point in time, Frank, we are all within our banks. Nothing is out of bank at this point.
And remarkable that Kingwood has been spared the heavy rains.
Absolutely.
If Kingwood had seen 4, 5, 6 inches of rain, that would have been big trouble.
But they have gotten about 3 inches of rain in the past hour, so it still is a bit of an issue. They haven't gotten hit the hardest, but they have received a fair amount of rain in the last hour.
And it looks like, as I see your map behind you, Sugar Land is going to see some fairly heavy rains as well.
They're in the midst of it now. The good thing, as you mentioned before, though, this line is slowly but surely working its way closer to the coast. So the training effect of this certainly could be a lot worse than it has been so far.
Yeah. Well, take a look at this, Eric. You can see this is the last since 4 o'clock, when everything was sort of quiet and everyone said, is this really going to happen? But not us. I was telling you that this was just beginning, and sure enough, this really along this stationary front just blossomed like crazy. And now the same stationary front has become a bit of a weak cold front. So it is finally moving, as you can see. In fact, the lightning makes it easy to follow. So you can get an idea that all of this big line of storms continues to push off toward the coast. But that's where we have our biggest threats now for hail, lightning, heavy rain, and even wind. So that's what we're watching. Some of the estimated rainfall. There's that big swath from I-10 that Eric was just talking about, that 4, 5, 6, maybe even 7 inches of rain, but certainly 6 pushing across the northern part of the county. I think we have mentioned that Bush Intercontinental has had ground stops, 90-minute delays, lots of cancellations. Hobby has as well. Southwest has canceled tens of flights, both tonight after 8 o'clock and tomorrow. I think 29 flights tomorrow morning have been canceled as well. So it's a bit of a mess as far as air travel for sure. This continues to be pretty well depicted by the HRRR. So you can see that's where it's putting at 11:30 the biggest storms, which is where they are. We continue to see that slide through. So this may be a little behind. It may be quicker than 1 a.m. that you see this along the coast, since you're already under these severe thunderstorm warnings. The good news of this is things are going to die down. So as this big chunk of it continues to move toward the coast, what's behind it will be less and less important. So that's good news. Here's a look at the rainfall futurecast as we go into Friday morning from now, and you can see the east side getting this 6 inches of rain and continuing generally 4 to 6 into Galveston, Chambers, southern Liberty County, 3 to 4 inches in parts of Brazoria County. It doesn't look like Fort Bend County is going to see a whole lot of rain, but a 2 to 3 inch rainfall, if you're already still seeing water in the streets, obviously is going to be a problem. Severe weather threats at least through 4 a.m. The excessive rain, the flood advisories and warnings are in place. Tennis ball size hail. We could see gusts even higher than 40 now. We've had some reports of tornadoes, but nothing confirmed, and no warnings officially from the National Weather Service. Just people seeing something spinning. So there could still be an isolated tornado, but that's not really been the concern with this. The RPM Futurecast continues to move this on and away. Once we get to Friday morning, it's really fairly quiet. It looks like if this is to be verified, which hopefully it will, we'll end up with maybe maybe a shower Friday. That's 7:30 p.m. But more than anything, a quiet Friday, a chance for all of us to dry out, because as we get towards Saturday, this is the next system that's going to start merging right there, all of that coming together. That's a lot of rain coming through. That's noon on Saturday, coming through between noon and 6. So it'll be on the move, it looks like, which would at least just keep us to maybe 2 to 4 inches of rain. But being on the move means wind is pushing it, so we could be in for some severe weather as we go between noon and 6 on Saturday. So that's going to be the problem there. The Futurecast rainfall doesn't, with the same model, doesn't do a lot. For Friday, you see a little green here and there, maybe a little blue. So we're looking at perhaps a half an inch to an inch of rain. Then as we go into Saturday, you see more robust colors coming in. That's noon on Saturday, and then maybe some purples and some reds for 3 inches of rain. But it's really more about tonight that we're still focusing on. But just to give you a heads up, Friday looks to be on the dry side, and then it looks to be a little wetter on Saturday. I'm more concerned about severe storms coming through on Saturday than I am flooding rains. There's a look at the 10-day, and you can see the flash flood watch will continue at least through Saturday at 7 p.m. So that's not going to be changing. And then Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, even some chance of rain. When you get this much moisture and then you heat it up, it's going to be a very humid atmosphere, even though it looks rain-free on Sunday. 82 degrees with pretty high humidity is going to be a little sticky, I'm afraid.
Real juicy.
Real juicy, yeah.
And we were talking about how important that lull tomorrow will be.
Huge, just like today was. I mean, for a lot of us.
Following Tuesday.
Yeah, at least we had most of the day was rain-free, because we could have started with this morning, and unfortunately we didn't. It held off, as the models predicted, until the afternoon, late afternoon and early evening. So the models have finally kind of caught on. They certainly missed Tuesday. Nobody got Tuesday, and no model got Tuesday. But they sort of latched on to what the atmosphere now is doing, and they're doing a much better job. So that's why I feel fairly confident that Friday will be on the quiet side. Right. But I'm concerned about Saturday, because you saw that movement. I mean, that's a big front that wants to sweep through here. Right. And if it gets that, through here in just 3 or 4 or 5 hours, then what's pushing it? Strong wind. Yeah. That's the key. So we may be in for some severe weather on Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, certainly a multi-day event that we're looking at here.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we know you're with us every step of the way.
It's a marathon, not a sprint.
Oh, there you go.
Welcome to life.
Yeah, no kidding. All right, Frank, thank you. And with these multi-day weather events, we really lean on you guys at home to send in photos. We've been receiving some incredible click-to pins. This is of hail near I-10 and the Beltway. You can see right there in that hot tub. It's not even warming up to get rid of those ice balls. Yeah, no kidding. And also a wicked lightning strike in Cyprus. Look at that incredible photo. This photo sent in from Greg Wingo, sent into our click-to pin, so keep those coming.
And a live look now from our city cam. This is Miller Outdoor Theater at Herman Park. And what you're seeing is pretty much of a light show, and that light show is causing a lot of power problems. CenterPoint reporting 65,000 customers without power. We'll be back right after this.
Freedom is not free. This Military Appreciation Month, KPRC Channel 2 salutes service members, past and present. We, along with the people of our great nation, extend our gratitude. Thank you for your courage and bravery. Your service will never be forgotten. And to the families of military men and women, we honor you for the countless sacrifices you make every day. Thank you from all of us at KPRC Channel 2.
Hurry into Kia's summer sticker sales event to get 0% APR for 66 months and up to $2,000 additional cash on specially tagged 2019 models. Visit your local Kia dealer, look for a sticker, and save.
Unlock your child's potential with the online school that breaks the mold. Texas Connections Academy provides caring, Texas-certified teachers in a safe, supportive environment. At Texas Connections Academy, we believe that your kids will build the skills they need for future success. Visit connectionsacademy.com. Our high-quality curriculum can bring school to life for your child.
Hurry into Kia's summer sticker sales event to get 0% APR for 66 months and up to $2,000 additional cash on specially tagged 2019 models. Visit your local Kia dealer, look for a sticker, and save.
Welcome back. We've seen high water across our city because of the storms moving through. One of those points and causing a huge traffic backup is right here. I-10 East Freeway at McCarty. Traffic is shut down. If you look real close, you can see all that water that is ponding there underneath that overpass, and both eastbound and westbound traffic completely stopped. The backup, as you can imagine, must be ferocious. Again, I-10 East at McCarty, traffic at a complete standstill because of high water.
And we want to turn now to Channel 2's Brittany Jeffers, checking back in with her. She's at the Harris County Office of Emergency Management, where she recently caught up with Harris County Judge Lena Hidalgo. Brittany, what have you learned recently?
Yeah, that is correct. We checked in with her within the hour. She was giving us a sense of where things stand tonight. And of course, the judge said what we've heard from city and county officials, that the initial issue was the flooded roadways. But of course, as we've heard, this could be a multi-day event. They're keeping an eye on tonight as well as tomorrow. We also got an update from the director of the Harris County Flood Control District, and he says that one of